I can improve your health in 5 seconds. Rather than holding your phone and looking at it down here, hold your phone up here. It's better for your posture, it's better for your neck, and it's better for your back. By the end of this video, you're gonna have a number of fitness ahas and takeaways that are gonna change your life forever. Even a little bit of footage of me exercising. I'm also gonna talk about my age and your age. You're also going to get my best diet advice, which I have boiled it down to just 3 words, and my best exercise advice, which I have boiled down to only 2 words. Yeah, fitness and investing are related. If you invest well, you're going to want to enjoy the fruits of your labor for a long time and have that fitness and longevity. And if you're dieting and exercising well, chances are you're going to live a long time. Consequently, you would need to invest well to have enough money for all of those years. Hey, go ahead and put a YouTube like on this if you would, because fitness and investing are somewhat more related than you think. So I'd really appreciate the like. Hi, I'm Keith Weinhold. This is Get Rich Education. Oh wait, aren't we a real estate platform? What am I talking about fitness for one video? Well, you need to understand that your own body is the most valuable piece of private property that you own. Oh, and by the way, if you ever are holding up your phone, I was doing this one time in the dentist's office, and the receptionist came out and said something to me suggesting that I was shooting some sort of video of her or something. So you do need to be careful of that, because most people just aren't conscious of health at all, and they're all looking at their phone down here. I think it's important to acknowledge this. Today, we are in an era where the human mind is overstimulated and the human body is understimulated. And even with having this self-awareness, I do have to admit that I fall into that camp myself sometimes. In this most valuable piece of real property that you own, your very own body, do you know what the largest organ is on your entire body? And just imagine if this largest organ that there is were the organ that's most visible to you and it's most visible to everyone you know. Well, it actually is, because the largest organ in your body is your skin. Taking care of your skin, often a big part of that is drinking plenty of water. Now, a lot of people know that they should drink water to flush toxins out of their bodies. It also helps them assimilate nutrients, but what it also helps you do is hydrate your skin from the inside out to keep it from getting flaky and dry and cracking. And another thing that you can do, especially during the winter months where there's a lot of dry air being heated up from the outside, is use a humidifier that moisturizes your skin from the outside in. Taking care of your skin is an important part of better health. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I prioritize fitness pretty highly. It's quite easy for me to justify taking care of my own body before I go do business and take care of my wallet. And maybe you don't have to think about it that same way, but that's how I think about it. And I exercise in the morning. It's not the first thing I do, but the benefit of you exercising in the morning is not only is it out of the way, it actually keeps your metabolism at a higher rate all day if you exercise in the morning. English billionaire businessman Richard Branson was asked for his best piece of business advice, and his answer is always one word, and that is exercise. Because if you can't take care of yourself, then you surely can't take care of your own business. Both fitness and investing require perseverance and really some lifetime learning, so very much so treat your workouts like investing. They are related in that way. One way that fitness and investing are not related is with the word passivity. Okay, maybe you can take the word passivity to your real estate investments sometime, and getting the cash flow from the tenants takes little or none of your own involvement, but passivity is not going to help you. You can't lie on the sofa and think your way to more shapely triceps or more developed abdominals. Passivity is one place where fitness and investing really are quite different. It's important to make the time. This is something that is worth making the time for. As I like to say, do the right thing before you do things right. My mindset is that in the United States, Canada, a lot of other places, it's pretty easy to make money. I mean, we talk about strategies for doing that here all the time, where we have a rule of law and strong property ownership rights. The popular business author Brian Tracy, he wrote a book called Eat That Frog. It's a really good book. Don't read it. Save yourself some time. Eat That Frog means that do the most hideous, warty task first thing in the morning, and then the rest of your day gets easier. If fitness is really difficult for you, if exercise is really difficult, think about it in an eat that frog kind of way. Eat that frog first, and then the rest of your day feels easier. You got to find and do what works for you. I don't do exercise like the very first thing in the morning. I actually do read and return a few emails first thing, and I do that while I'm drinking this Kitu Super Coffee, K-I-T-U. It's got caffeine and protein in it, none of the bad sweeteners, and it just gets me in the right mood for exercising. And I don't have any sort of sponsorship deal with them for anything. I'm just genuinely showing you what I regularly use. But yeah, do what works for you. What works for me is an hour or two after I get up, I really get into the workout. So I will be sitting at my laptop on my sofa in a very productive zone, but I fold up that laptop and shut it down before I lose too much exercise energy, which seems to wane later in the day. Even though I'm in a really productive zone, I shut all that down and go exercise. That's how important that is. And it can take me a little while to get back into that zone after exercise. This is a priority. In North America, the average life expectancy for males is 77 years. For females, it is 81 years. I get about 8 hours of sleep per night, and I frequently take naps, probably every other day, only for like 3 minutes at a time. And much like investing with fitness, it's okay to start small and work up until you're advanced. If you want to start running, a great way to start running is walk for 2 minutes, run for 1 minute, walk for 2 minutes, run for 1 minute, and then make that ratio 1-to-1 the next time that you go out, and so on. It's okay to start small. You don't just listen to 2 Get Rich Education podcasts and then go out and buy a 100-unit apartment building. And you don't start running by doing the New York City Marathon of 26.2 miles. That's kind of weird. It's interesting. In American culture, it's actually a cultural norm to sign off, and when you say bye to somebody, say take care, or even take care of yourself, and then the next thing that both people do is take a drink of a sugary soda. I don't know what it is. So we know it's important, but we just don't do it. And you sure don't have to wait for any resolution or for January 1st to come up on the calendar. Don't let a calendar control you. You can take precedence over the calendar. You are the king of your own life. What about age? Is age just a number? No, I don't believe it is. That statement does not resonate with me. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Look, you're not going to teach and coach an 88-year-old to shoot the lights out like Steph Curry or to slam a basketball like Michael Jordan. Age is not just a number, but age is overrated. And you know what? I think a lot of people use age as a limit to what they can do in the fitness and the sports and the exercise world. In fact, you know, if you're older, if you're 50, you ought to be able to tell yourself that you can get in better shape than when you were 40. And if you're 40, you ought to be able to tell yourself that you can and will get into better shape than if you were 30. Part of this is a mindset thing. You've got to tell yourself that you can do it in order to have the ability to do it. And what can you fall back on to justify that expansionary mindset? Tell yourself that you're 10 years older now. You've had more time to develop strength and experience in your life than you ever have before. That mindset is really going to give you better fitness if you're concerned about age. I mean, when I'm age 50, I completely expect to be more fit than I was when I was 25. Why? Because I've had that much more time to develop strength and experience. You gotta think it before you can be it. So I'm just trying to encourage you with something here. And you do have the ability to make that come true. Because look, generations ago, people worked blue collar jobs. They might have worked in the coal mines all day. People had more children to feed and look after then, maybe 8 children. People got worn out. They didn't have the time and the energy to exercise like you do. That's why you can be more fit at a later age. Hey, go ahead and put a like on this if you haven't already. If you've heard something that really resonates with you, that's helping expand your mindset and be encouraging and be motivating and relating fitness to investing and prioritizing just how important that is in your life. All right, well, I told you I'd show you a little footage of me exercising. Here is an image of me climbing Alaska's Bird Ridge. It's about a 3,500 foot vertical climb from sea level up to 3,500 feet in elevation. A lot of steep stuff. I like this activity because it's pretty easy on the joints. And here is some footage of me working out in the gym. This is just from last week. Yeah, these are the kind of high intensity interval training exercises I like to do when I do those, up and over the Bosu and then doing a push-up at either end of them. But I really like to mix it up with a lot of variety, a lot of different sports, the HIIT training, running, cross-country skiing, bicycling, mountaineering, bodybuilding, and sometimes even some goofy games like badminton. I really like to do a big variety of stuff. There's so much more variety out there and so much more equipment than ever. When it comes to diet, so many of them are trendy, like the gluten-free diet was the hot thing, and now the keto diet seems to be the hot thing, and 20 or 25 years ago, it was the Atkins diet that was the hot thing. This is all a bunch of over-marketed nonsense. The best diet advice I can give you is only 3 words. It is avoid processed food. And I kind of dislike giving out advice that has the word avoid in it, but I think it makes sense in this case because there is a glut of processed food all over the place. Part of those important 3 words of diet advice are the 2 words avoid food, and that correlates well with longevity, eating less, like what's been found in the diet with Okinawans and Sicilians, eating fewer calories and having that contribute to their longevity. The iconic late health guru Jack LaLanne that lived until age 96, he said, "If man made it, don't eat it." Now that's really hard to do, but I generally try to avoid processed food. In fact, there's one time I was doing this 10-hour endurance event, and during a break in the event, rather than eating these syrupy gels or goos like a lot of endurance athletes eat, I ate a baked yam that I had made at home. And it was actually the race director that was making fun of me for eating a yam, something natural, something that's not in a packet, something that's good for me, something that's unprocessed. Society has gotten so far away from eating food that's been produced naturally that it almost looks funny when you do it sometimes. So you don't want to be normal in this sense. Now, understand I chose my words carefully. I say avoid processed food, not eliminate processed food. That is really difficult to do, to completely cancel it. In fact, when I go back home to Pennsylvania, I love to dig into a few sourdough pretzels. The best fitness advice I can give, and it's only 2 words, that is keep moving. That keeps your metabolic rate high. Keep moving. So again, if you invest well, you're going to want to live for a long time and enjoy the fruits of your labor and all that income. Yes, investing and fitness are related. Anyone that knows me probably figured that this video would have come sooner because fitness is such an important part of my life. Hey, go ahead and put a like on this video if you would, that I took on a topic that's definitely different and has 2 unrelated notions oftentimes, which is fitness and investing. I'm Keith Weinhold. Thanks for being here, but you weren't here for me. You were here for you. We'll see you in the next video.